Hey guys, it's Ron from My Hero Design, and as I scroll down my page here, you'll notice that there are some cool animations showing up here. I actually was just playing around with this yesterday. Had no intention really of sending out an email or anything. I was just going to try it out on my own and see if it was something I was interested in. But at the end of my testing, first of all of this took me think about 20 minutes at the most, and that had mainly to do with deciding what effect I wanted to put where. Um, I just realized this is something that's very easy. It works on my WordPress build, which uses the Enfold theme from Theme Forest. And while it's very compatible, I've noticed a lot of plugins don't really work well with it. And so I was very happy to see that this Click Animate plugin worked seamlessly with my setup. So I'm guessing if it works with this website, it's going to work with pretty much any website. And actually, they say that it does. So I'm guessing if there are any issues, they can be easily solved. But I haven't run into any problems. I want to show you quickly how easy it is to add an animation to your website. For example, I want to do a fade in on this image, and I also want to add a hover effect. Maybe, just have it do an animation when I hover over this image. So I'm going to go to another tab where I have the same page open, and you'll see here that I have the Click Animate option here. It's just because I uploaded the plugin and that was it. So I'm going to click on this, and you'll see we have this nice interface here. I'm just going to click on Add Animation, and I move my mouse where I want the animation to go. You can see I can select text, I can select this image, I can select anything on the page. It's that easy. I'm going to click on this image here, and you'll see now that it's locked this animation to this image. So all I have to do is give it a name, and I'll just give it collection. And you'll see it has the default slide left, so if I play that, I can see what that animation will look like. But I want something really simple here, so I'm just going to put a fade. And I can adjust that timing. I can have it a slower fade, or I can have a faster fade. I think something like 2.5 maybe will be ideal. Maybe 2 actually is better. It's a little faster. Yeah, I like that. Now I want to add a hover effect. So that's usually the good default there. Um, Now the last thing I want to make sure I do is I save. And you'll see it's saved now. So if we go back to the other tab and we reload that page, we'll see the image fade in just like that. And if I hover, we get that cool elastic effect. So that's every time I go and hover, we got that cool effect. And obviously all the other animations that were added in earlier to just make this site pop a little bit more. Now you'll notice that this is our Power Slides collection, so we must really trust this plugin if we're putting it and using it on our flagship product for Explaindio. But you'll see that it works seamlessly. Tried it on several computers, and it does what it says, and it does it very professionally, obviously very easily as well. As you saw how quickly I was able to just add that one animation to the image. All of these, it's the same process. You just basically have to choose what animation you want, and that's maybe the most time consuming because there's so many to choose from. But anyway, I felt like this is something I had to share now because it really, I've played around with WordPress animation in the past, but it was so involved and so buggy in the past that there it was, no way I would ever recommend it or even want anyone to go through the hassle of trying to do that. But with Click Animate, I have to tell you, it has been just a fun process and always thrilling when it works as well as something like this does. Oh, and let me show you one more thing. You can even animate a JV Zoo button. Look at that. How cool. So if I come and hover over that, I don't know if I'm going to keep that animation. I'll probably swap it out for something else, but I'm also liking it a lot, so I'm not sure yet. And again, just a fun, cool, professional product created by a trusted vendor, and yeah, definitely gets my recommendation after I played around with it for a while there. All right, thank you, and I hope this helps.